Well, with active shooter events happening more and more frequently, unfortunately, rehearsing for them has also become more common. Naval Support Activity Annapolis held a mass casualty exercise today. As our Caroline Forback shows us, this mock training is preparing emergency responders for what to do in the event of the unthinkable.
The exercise you're about to see looks very realistic, and it may be uncomfortable for some viewers, but the injuries, weapons, and gunfire that were used were not real, and no one was in any real danger. Moments after simulated gunfire rang out from inside the NSA Annapolis building, NSA security came racing down the hill. Once Naval security forces cleared the building, rescue teams got to work tending to volunteer victims. The volunteers are wearing moulage paint to look like wounds and cards displaying the extent of their injuries and their vital signs.
And this will be the key card that the first responders look at to see how they're supposed to treat me in terms of evacuation and immediate care that I need right on the spot.
Peter Smallsy is a volunteer from Anne Arundel County's Community Emergency Response Team. It's a duty he takes seriously.
This is a really great way to serve the community because this is a mass casualty exercise to train all the first responders.
Naval Support Activity, or NSA Annapolis, provides base operating support and security for tenant commands, including the U.S. Naval Academy. This annual exercise tests communications, security response, and their ability to coordinate with local emergency responders and the community.
We focus in a number of areas of force protection, anti-terrorism, specifically an active shooter, and so this one was a little bit more complex in the sense of we had over 40 to 50 volunteers.
By acting and looking seriously injured, the volunteers are also training responders to keep their cool in the event of a real crisis.
You can't get caught up in the gruesomeness of it so much. There's a time to process that later in terms of how you emotionally respond to it. But in that moment, you have to be on your skill, on your game, ready to help that person.
And the exercise continues at area hospitals where medical staff in emergency rooms are also training for the event of a mass casualty incident. Reporting in Annapolis, Caroline Forback for WJZ.